Uy, mukhang kompleto ng buong Ultra phones this 2026. Naglabas siya si Xiaomi 17 Ultra, si Oppo Find X9 Ultra, and si Vivo X300 Ultra. Kompleto ng buong Ultra lineup. So, I think this is probably one of the best time to review itong phone na ito. And I heard na maganda ang performance nitong camera na ito, lalo na pang concert. So, how good is this phone actually? Hihimayin natin itong phone na ito, not just the camera, but everything that you need to know before you buy. So, samahan niyo ako. So, ganito ang box ng Vivo X300 Ultra. I only have the phone inside this one and wala tayong binili na photography kit. It's sold separately or you can buy it as a full set. And guys, X300 Ultra, nakasulat dito sa gilid. So, buksan natin. Andito yung phone. Meron siyang kasamang user guide. Uy, magandang case Color green. Matchy-matchy sa kanyang phone mismo. Kasi color green ang pinili natin. We have a C2C cable, yung SIM ejector tool, and a 100 watts na Vivo flash charge na charging brick. Type-C. Xiaomi, mag-step up ka na. A to C ka pa rin until now. And so, here's the phone itself. Balatan ko muna. Yun. Color green, ang sabi ko sa inyo, di ba? Looks nice, refreshing ka ng color, and it has two-tone. Na itong Vivo X300 Ultra may 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage. It is currently priced at 68,000 pesos. There are other variants din. Ang ganang 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage is priced at 74,500 pesos. And yung ganang 61 tera is priced at 85,000 pesos. And yung buong photography kit, mabibili mo for 119,000 pesos. And nabili ko itong phone na ito kay UKDB Gadgets. I'll post the link on the description box below or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link dyan para ma-direct kayo sa official stores ng mga nire-recommend ko. Mga tested ko na legit na sellers, huwag kayo paligoy-ligoy kasi ang daming scammers ngayon, so kunting ingat lang. Now, first things first na napansin ko dito sa kanya is parang mas malaki ang kanyang camera this time around. Ang kanyang camera ring. Parang mas matumbok pa nga siya kaysa kay Xiaomi 17 Ultra. Honestly, medyo ramdam ko yung kanyang bigat at around 237 grams. Lalo na yung kanyang ulo, no? Parang ang bigat. Tinatry ko siya i-balance. Most of the time, gumaganon siya. So, meaning yung kanyang head is heavier than yung kanyang katawan. So, mafe-feel mo pa nagte-text ka ng ganon. Parang mahuhulog siya kasi ang bigat nga talaga ng kanyang ulo. Now, I like yung kanyang pagka-matte finish dito, yung kanyang pagka-two-tone. Medyo refreshing siyang tingnan, and this is a glass back. I have a side aluminum frames and a armored glass na front glass protection. Pag tinignan mo kanyang bezels, it's quite thin. Well, dapat lang kasi flagship phone to. And it really feels like a flagship camera phone, lalo na kanyang weight. Now, if you want to see the complete spec sheet nito Vivo X300 Ultra, share ko sa inyo. Now, of course, just a quick word of warning, itong phone na ito is a China ROM variant. I'm not quite sure kung lalabas to globally, but I do hope so na lumabas siya globally para maramdaman nyo ang price difference with this one. Now, if you're trying to do some multitasking on this phone, expect to give you a really good experience dito. Dahil this is a flagship phone, it is bound to perform the way that a flagship should do. Lahat ng multitasking ba tumas kanya, maning-mani lang sa kanya. And basically, kung mag-video edit ka dito kay 4K, kaya din niya i-support. And by the way, guys, itong phone na ito comes together with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, which is the latest na meron ni Qualcomm for 2026, early 2026. Towards the end of 2026, iba na naman ang chip. Now, pag nirate mo naman ang ganang score sa Antutu benchmark, it would blow you away with a 3.8 million points dito sa version 11 ni Antutu benchmark. And if you want to see the other benchmark na ginawa natin, share ko muna sa inyo. Now, this phone comes together with a big battery. 6,600 mAh ang kanyang battery, and it comes together with a 100 watts na wired charging support. Meron din siya 40 watts of wireless charging support. It also supports reverse wired charging and reverse wireless charging, and of course, meron din siya bypass charging para sa mga gamers out there. Now, if you're using tong phone na ito, I would say na kaya naman niya magtagal ng one whole day. Matipid naman siya sa battery, hindi naman siya sobrang takaw. And doing all of your regular tasks dito on this phone, and I would say na every person, iba-iba ang kanyang usage pattern. So, mahirap sabihin na tumagal sa akin ng one whole day, sa'yo hindi tumagal ng one whole day, so it depends sa usage pattern. But on a normal average basis, I would say na kaya naman niya magtagal ng a whole day. Bakit nga ba? Dahil nirate natin siya sa PC Mark na battery stress test, binigyan naman ako ng 19 hours and 18 minutes sa screen on time. So, I guess, mahuna naman siya for a flagship phone. Now, pagdating sa display, this is nothing short of a flagship level na display. 6.82-inch na LTPO AMOLED display na may 144Hz screen refresh rate, may PWM dimming, may HDR10+ support, Dolby Vision, and it's being protected by a armored glass na meron ni Vivo. IP68 and IP69 dust and water resistant na nga pala itong phone na ito. So you would get a really good dust and water protection para sa phone nyo. And currently this is running Origin OS 6 inside Android version 16. And I heard that it would get a 4 years of major Android update. If you're using it sa social media, expect to give you a good experience. Swiping across reels, okay naman siya. As long as you have a good, stable internet connection, you should be getting a really good na experience dito sa phone na ito. And if you're watching mga long format like sa Netflix, sa YouTube, expect to give you a flagship level na viewing experience dito sa kanya. Very immersive and very satisfying. Now, this phone has dual stereo speakers. Meron akong 5 butas dito sa ilalim and I got 3 on top. Check lang natin kung gaano kalakas ang kanyang sounds. Ano, kinilig ba kayo dito sa phone na ito? Honestly, ang kanyang sound is definitely a flagship level experience. Maganda and very immersive ang kanyang sound. No doubt. Now, since itong phone na ito is a flagship level phone, so I expect na, well, it should give you a flagship gaming experience. Dahil Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is definitely a okay na chip. Well, more than okay na chip para sa mga AAA games. So I played 4 games dito sa kanya. Call of Duty Mobile, Where Winds Meet, Genshin Impact, and Wuthering Waves. Now, pagdating kay Call of Duty Mobile, very stable naman siya at 120 FPS. I was expecting na sana masipa niya up to 144. Pero well, I was just stuck at 120. Very consistent naman siya at 120. You won't feel any frame lapse dito sa game na ito dahil, well, maning-mani lang dapat si Call of Duty Mobile sa Snapdragon Elite Gen 5. Umabot ako ng 41 degrees Celsius on 30 minutes of gaming. Pagdating naman sa Genshin Impact, umabot din ako ng 60 FPS and well, the gameplay is definitely smooth. Pag nagka-clash ako, wala akong nafe-feel na frame drops or wala rin ako nafe-feel na lags along the way. And it will give you a really nice experience sa Genshin Impact. And overall, medyo mainit nga lang siya at 44 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. Pagdating sa Where Winds Meet, umabot din ako ng 60 FPS and maganda naman ka ng gameplay. There are some instances na may na-feel ako kunting lags. I'm not quite sure kung dahil sa internet connection ko. Pero based naman sa kanyang FPS counter, quite consistent naman siya at 60. Sometimes sa 62 pa nga siya. Quite smooth naman ka ng gameplay. Wala kang ma-feel na problema dito sa kanya. Touch response is definitely good. And umabot din ako ng 44 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. Pagdating naman sa Wuthering Waves, 60 FPS, quite consistent din naman siya. Pag nagka-clash, nasa around mga sa 57. And pag tumatakbo-takbo ka lang naman, umaabot naman siya na 62 to 63 based sa akin FPS counter. Maganda naman ka ng sounds na output dito sa phone na ito while you're playing on the loudspeaker. And the touch response is pretty solid din. Probably the only thing na reklamo ko dito sa kanya is quite hot siya at 48 degrees Celsius. And mararamdaman mo yung kanyang aluminum frames umiinit. So I would suggest that if you're playing si Wuthering Waves or si Genshin Impact, try to put a game cooler dito sa likod to make it cooler. Now, sobrang ako excited sa kanyang camera. This one has a really good camera sensors. And of course, being co-engineered with Zeiss, so I expect nothing but the best. Meron siyang 200MP na main camera sensor with OIS, 200MP na periscope telephoto lens na may 3.7 times optical zoom, 50MP na ultra-wide lens na may 116 field of view, and you can buy yung kanyang camera kit on a separate package. Lahat ng niya meron Zeiss T-lens coating, and it can shoot you up to 8K and 30 FPS. Ang kanyang front-facing camera, 50MP rin siya, and it can shoot you up to 4K and 60. Now, if you're using yung phone on outdoor, you'll be able to get some really nice snap dito sa kanyang camera. Honestly, I was really amazed with most of these shots. Ang gaganda ng mga photos na na-capture ko on outdoors, like the blue skies. And if you're just simply taking a snap ng mga tall building, yung mga vicinity, kunwari turista ka, mafe-feel mo na talagang maganda nga talaga ka ng camera. Probably the only thing na napapansin ko, pag nagsishoot ako ng mga photos here in Metro Manila, parang ang kunti ng mga nasa-shoot ko. Pero pag lumalabas ako ng bansa, like pumunta ako ng Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, Japan, kahit parang kanto-kanto lang mag-snap ka, parang gaganda ng mga shots. I'm not quite sure kung bakit dito sa Pilipinas, parang hirap na hirap ako. Parang wala akong mapiling magandang scenery to take a snap. Further taking in more outdoor shot, talagang, well, honestly, I'm speechless, maganda. And yung mga green niya, mapapansin mo, a bit saturated towards the darker green na shade. This is probably one of my favorite shot na na-capture natin dito sa MOA sa seaside. And here is another ultra-wide shot na na-capture natin. And I was able to zoom in up to 105 times zoom. And kahit digitally zoom na siya, masasabi ko sa inyo guys, solid pa rin ang kanyang photo. And here's another one of my favorite shots. Dito sa Globe Rotonda, dito sa may MOA. Now, pag pumasok ka naman sa indoor, low light, expect that you would definitely get some really nice sa mga apparels. So, honestly, pumasok ko sa NBA store. Taking some jersey shots is definitely good. Classic na iconic jersey ni Jordan. And if you go inside naman sa mga store like sa Pop Mart, expect na makakuha ka rin ng mga magagandang snap dito sa kanya. One thing na napansin ko dito sa kanya is maganda siya mag-focus, mabilis, wala kang maging problema sa kanya. And lahat naman ng shots na ito na nakuha ko are just simply point and shoot. And if you're trying to take some food photography, one thing na napansin ko, medyo mas brighten up siya konti. So you have to lower down yung kanya exposure by negative 0.3 just to be able to get a better snap. Otherwise, medyo overexposed yung mga food na na-capture ko. Pero overall, mga photos dito na nakuha ko on this camera is quite good for food. And this is probably one of my favorite na apparel shot dito on this phone. Ang clear, ang sharp ng image, and lahat ng details ng kanyang fabric kitang-kita. And one good thing dito sa kanyang backlit signage ng Google, maganda din ang kanyang photo, hindi siya nag-color spill. And here's a photo ng Android 16. Now, if you're trying to take some photos using a front-facing camera on outdoors, expect to give you some really nice snaps naman dito sa kanya. And honestly, sharp na sharp naman mga photos na makaka-capture mo dito sa kanya. There are sometimes sa pag yung camera is against the sun, medyo mag-overexpose konti. Pero overall, mga photos na na-capture ko on outdoor are quite good. And taking a look at some of the indoor photo, as long as meron kang magandang lightings, expect mo na it will give you some really nice snap din as well. So yung kanyang front-facing camera is definitely another performer. Now here's a quick video from the front-facing camera. Right now shooting at 4K at 60 FPS. I would say na very stable. Solid na solid ang camera ni Vivo X300 Ultra sa front-facing. Sulit to ang vlog. And here's a quick video from the rear camera. Pag ginamit mo to pang vlog, I would say na ang ganda ng kanyang quality. Right now, naka-ultra wide tayo. You can zoom normal. 2.5. You can zoom it all up the way to 6.7 times zoom. Kaya pa nga natin mag 20 times zoom. A bit graining lang siya. Perfect na perfect to for concert. And I would say na very stable ng camera ni Vivo X300 Ultra. Pahabol ko lang guys sa mga nagtatanong sa akin kung may eSIM to, this is not a eSIM supported phone na lahat ng China ROM walang eSIM yon. But you can always buy a smart multi-SIM or a eSIM para maging eSIM capable ng phone na ito. You can search dito, you can search sa aking channel for those two SIMs, how to use it, and saan nyo pwede mabili. And of course, good news din to phone na ito has 5G sa tatlong carrier dito sa Pilipinas, Globe, Smart, and Dito. So ano masasabi ko dito sa bagong phone ni Vivo X300 Ultra? It's definitely something na kaabang-abang and it's really worth the wait. Kasi ang ganda na kanyang camera. Honestly, pagdating sa gaming, wala ka nang maging problema. Probably the only reklamo ko lang dito is mabigat ang kanyang ulo, but overall ay in-complaining kasi sobrang ganda ng kanyang performance. So on a separate video, ilalaban ko tong camera niya against the Xiaomi 17 Ultra. So don't forget to subscribe sa akin channel para hindi nyo ma-miss out yung laban na yon. Of course, kung gusto nyo malaman kung saan ko nabili itong phone na ito, I got it from UKDB Gadgets, which I'll post the link on the description, or just simply click the YouTube shopping link para mere-direct kayo sa mga official stores na nire-recommend natin. And of course, guys, don't forget to subscribe dito sa akin channel para ma-notify kayo once na nag-upload ng mga good reviews just like this one, si Vivo X300 Ultra. So paano yan guys, hanggang dito muna ako and I'll see you on my next one. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.